How will divorce impact my kids? Hi, I'm Bill Farias, founder and CEO of Farias Family Law. And you may be afraid to move forward with your divorce because you're afraid that it is going to turn your children's lives upside down. This is a really common fear and something that you absolutely should give thought to. What will this do to my children? So, number one, when it comes to financials and actual changes that would be made in their lives, for example, where are they going to live? What kind of parenting plan will be in place? These are issues that you can discuss and should discuss with a divorce professional to at least have an idea of what post-divorce life might look like. So this is a really important step because what you don't want to do is, if you are sure that divorce is the route that you want to go, then you don't want to just stay frozen in fear. You want to gather this information so that you can make an educated decision about how to proceed. So what will you talk to a divorce professional about? What might the financial situation look like? Will there be support? Approximately what will that look like? And then once you have that information, the financial information, you can figure out what that means for where you would live, where the children would live, and what that would look like. The other important part of this is that it is really important to flip this question and ask yourself, how will staying in this broken marriage impact my kids? Many people don't ask that. And it is a mistake to not ask that question because there are costs to staying in a bad relationship, to staying in a bad marriage. And these are three of them to think about. Number one, what kind of impact is this marriage having on your psychological health and your overall well-being? Because if it is negative, then this impact on you also trickles down to your children in some way. Even if you're doing your best to keep things away from the kids, inevitably, if you're in a bad relationship, if you're in a bad environment and it's negatively impacting you, it will trickle down to the kids. It's just a matter of degree and how much. Number two, even putting aside what this does to you, if your child is in an environment that is not stable, that is devoid of love and respect and trust, that usually has some degree of impact on their psychological well-being. So even if you're handling it fine, most kids are going to know that things are off, and that may impact them psychologically and may impact their well-being. And finally, the third point is, do not forget that you are modeling relationships for your children. So if you are in a relationship that you are not happy with, if you are in a relationship that lacks trust, that lacks respect, then, like it or not, you are teaching your children that that is okay. Or at the very least, you are teaching your children that this is something that you just need to deal with. So it's really important that you look at both sides of this coin. Number one, you actually gather information about the impact it would have on your children. Sometimes it's not as drastic as that initial fear would lead you to believe. And so you want to gather numbers and you want to analyze this. You can do this confidentially. Nothing has to be disclosed. You can kind of size this up, gather the info, and then make a decision. And number two, as part of that decision, think about the other side of this coin, which is, not only should you think about how divorce would impact your children, but how does staying in a bad relationship impact your children? If you have any other questions about this, you can call us 508-675-0464. Email us at info@fariasfamilylaw.com. If you found this helpful, you can like, share, subscribe, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the socials at Farias Family Law. Thank you. Have a good day.